Come on in the room. Ooh, I have a little bald spot here on my beard that I usually take care of when when I brush it, but I didn't brush it. So, what's up, everybody? I'm waiting for everybody to come into the room, whoever's gonna join me today. Today is Finally Friday, and I decided to start doing this series called Finally Friday, where I wrap up the week, maybe talk about something a little bit personal, get down to the nitty-gritty. So I am coming to you from my bedroom floor here in the Bronx, New York. So I was watching Rhythm and Flow on Netflix earlier today, and I was really super inspired. And I know that there are a lot of us out there that are singers, are actors, entrepreneurs, but then there are also people that don't do any of those things and they just really want to achieve something in their life. Maybe you're somebody like me who has been putting a lot of work into what you do, a lot of energy into what you do, and maybe also like me, you've become a little bit frustrated with the process and you feel like maybe you're not reaching as many people as you're supposed to, or maybe you feel like you're stalling and you're just not moving as fast as you want to. So I wrote down a few notes so that I can stay on topic. And this is 3 ways that you can move to the next level. So number 1 is be yourself. I know it can be hard in this age of social media, and there's this whole conversation about Instagram and whether they're going to show likes or not and how that's going to affect people and their brands and them monetizing themselves on social media. But one of the most important things you can do is just be yourself. Whoever that may be. You may be quirky, you may be funny, you may be serious, you may be more religious. It's important to be who you are, because when you're not who you are, then you dim your shine, you dim your natural energy, your natural vibration. And when you do that, people that are supposed to be following you or are supposed to get something out of you, something that you're supposed to say, they won't see you because you're modifying yourself. You're hiding behind what you think someone else wants you to do. And that really dims you, and that really takes you out of the energy and the space where you're supposed to be. So whoever you are, be who you are. And if you don't know who you are, that's totally okay. Find out. Ask yourselves. There's no rush. You don't have to rush to try to find out who you are. But if you want to move to the next level in your business or in your life and in your relationships, just focus on being who you are. Because that'll make you a lot more bright. That'll make you like ping in a room and you'll be wondering why people are reaching out to you or how things are just coming together so fast. It's because you're really bright and you're really vibrating on a level where those who are supposed to be in your circle and those who are supposed to be in your life can access you. If you're just joining, we're talking about 3 ways to move yourself to the next level, maybe in business or in love. If you're an actor or a singer, you may be frustrated with the level that you're on. So number 1 was be yourself. Number 2 is to shift your focus. What did I say? So along with being yourself, focus on what you love. What do you love to do? What do you like to do? Do you like to paint? Do you like to sing? Do you like to do something fun? Whatever that is, focus on that. Again, it goes back to that being yourself thing. You think people are getting a lot of likes because they're doing something that's popular, but it's more important to stay in your own lane and more important to develop your own sense of self. So instead of focusing on what other people are doing, shift your focus and start to focus on what you love to do, what you want to do, and where you see your life going. I know it's really easy to look outside of yourself, to look outside and see, well, that person has 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers and I only have 1,000. Or that person is making a lot of money and I'm not making anything. How can I be myself? Or how can I focus on what I want to do? Nobody's going to want to follow me. Hey, Miss Imani, thank you for tuning in. So specifically when it comes down to singing, focus on your voice. What brings you alive? What do you like? I know people may be following certain trends and doing riffs. Maybe you're somebody that doesn't riff. Maybe you're somebody that loves jazz. Maybe you're somebody that loves things that people will say are what the old singers were doing. it's important still just to be yourself. When you focus on yourself, then you are less worried about what other people are doing. And when you're less worried about what other people are doing, you kind of release the resistance of trying to measure yourself up against them and what they're doing and how they're doing it. And so then you raise your vibration, which again will help all the things that you want start to come into your life. And the third thing, and this is something that is very non-conventional when we think about the world today and what people are saying and what people are doing. The third thing is to simply relax. Relax into who you are being yourself. Relax into what you love. There's this energy in the world that says you got to keep running. You got to keep going. You got to keep up with everybody else. But I believe that one of the things that we're put here to do, one of the reasons why we come here to this place, to this earth, in this time, is to learn how to relax, to learn how to take it slow. I can't remember the exact quote, but Andre DeShields, who just won a Tony, I think it was last year, after being in the business for a long time, said something along the lines of, the quickest way to get to where you want to go is slowly. So if I can offer you anything today, it will be to be nice to yourself, to be patient with yourself, to enjoy your life, and to simply relax and fall into that flow, fall into that stream. See, a lot of people feel like they have to do something and they're trying to hear from the universe or they're trying to hear from God and they're going really crazy trying to get everything done. But do you think that you'll hear messages more clearly if you're running around and being crazy in your mind, not being still in your mind? Or do you think that if you were simply to relax, maybe to meditate, maybe to still your mind just a little bit, that you would hear those messages much clearer? So, I want to encourage you guys to relax. Thank you so much for tuning in to Finally Friday. Thank you all for everybody who's been rocking with me. I was very nervous to come on to live because I'm afraid that I'm going to mess up or I'm going to say something stupid. But I think it's important to start somewhere. I think it's important to keep going. I think it's important if you have an idea to flesh it out, maybe write about it. And just start somewhere. Maybe I don't have, 10,000 followers yet, but I can focus on the people that have come up to me and that have said, thank you for what you do. People that slide into my DMs and say, thank you for what you do. So even if you don't see the outward numbers, or even if you don't see the outward progression of what you're doing, I want to encourage you today to keep being yourself, to keep focusing on what you love, and to keep relaxing into that, because it will happen. Just as sure as I'm standing here, well, actually sitting on my bedroom floor, it will happen for you, just like it will happen for me. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been Finally Friday. Feel free to follow me here on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And you know what I always say, keep your head up.